Hey everyone, my name is Orbi Patel and I'm a member of Student Alumni Council. In this organization, we help bridge the gap between students and alumni through different opportunities. And the purpose of these videos are to help students become more prepared for the real world by giving them useful tips and tricks by our alumni. So today we have with us Daniel, and he will be talking to us about stress management and motivation. So if you want to share a little bit about yourself, Daniel.
Hi, yeah, my name is Daniel Damonte. I am a fall 2013 graduate of the College of Business with a degree in accounting and a minor in business administration and Spanish. And I am currently a council member on the College of Business Alumni Council.
Awesome. So the first question I have for you is, what are some positive ways to practice stress management?
Um, I think probably a good base to practice stress management, and it's not anything earth-shattering. I think three good things to do are to get a good night's sleep, eat a balanced diet, and to get a little bit of exercise. And it doesn't have to be too crazy. 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Throwing some vegetables and fruits into your diet on an occasion, and getting a little bit of exercise. Doesn't have to be, you don't have to go to CrossFit or anything like that if that's not your deal. But at least going for a walk or getting the blood pumping a little bit, I think definitely helps relieve stress a little bit. But maybe more in a professional sense, I think a lot of stress comes from uncertainty. And I think ways to kind of combat that are to be prepared or plan as best you can. Obviously, there's things that are out of our control in a professional sense or in a personal sense. But the more you can plan and be prepared for different scenarios, I think alleviates that stress. And also asking questions to people that may have experienced these things before or been there before. You don't know what you don't know, is what I say. So asking questions of those of people, mentors, is definitely helpful in alleviating some stress.
Perfect, thank you. And my second question is, what are some ways to stay motivated?
I think a good way to stay motivated is to set specific goals. Again, not anything really earth-shattering, but I think it's a good way to set benchmarks on what you're doing, and also when you accomplish those things, you can then reset the benchmark and keep going and keep progressing. But maybe a different way to think about it, and this is something that I've recently learned within the past year or so. A different mindset is to think to yourself, does today matter? And so with whatever you're doing, if you think, does today matter? The answer is always yes. Today does matter. If you set a goal for yourself to do 100 push-ups every day, well, today you may not be able to do 100, but if you did 10, that's better than doing nothing. So today matters. You can progress, take steps towards your goal. I think a lot of times people get bogged down with goals and taking huge leaps, and it seems like a huge daunting task, but taking those baby steps to reach that goal is really what does today matter do for you.
Yeah. And lastly, what advice would you give to individuals who are trying to manage stress and find their motivation during these current times?
So what I think what we've talked about already kind of still applies even today, and everyone being at home and whatnot. But other than that, I think that taking some breaks, some people working from home, making sure that you're still getting outside, changing your scenery a little bit, not sitting in front of a computer all day or a TV all day. I think that's beneficial. But probably the biggest thing in current times is to reach out and talk to people. The beauty about technology is that we can do things like this where we're connected. We can see each other. You can reach out to friends and family and talk about you know, what's currently going on. You could talk about nothing, you could talk about TV, but I think that social connection with people during this time when we're, at home and quarantined or social distancing is important with stress and motivation to keep going. Tomorrow's another day, and today does matter.
Yeah, thank you for that. Well, those are all the questions that I have for you today. Thank you so much for your time, Daniel. And I know that our students and our alumni will really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.